So today I'm going to share with you some key lessons that I wish I would have learned 10 years ago. But before we get to that, Get Fit For Sure is our sponsor for today. We'd like to say a big thank you to them. So let's go. Some of the lessons that I want to share with you today are lessons that myself, I learned them mostly the hard way, but I wish I would have known this say 10 years ago. So number one is that all authentic visions shall be tested. Now, I first heard about this concept from Miles Monroe, and I didn't really understand what it meant. But over time, I have come to understand that, when you have a vision or a dream or you have a goal, something really big that you want to achieve, from the moment that you get the idea till when you succeed or not is a journey, right? And what I've come to realize from, having the luxury to read some of the biographies of certain great men in the past and even of our time, Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, and, even Bill Gates, just to mention a few. So when you look at these people, from the moment that, they had their vision or the idea until where it became a thing that was trendy for everybody to use, when you really look at what happened in between, it's just a series of failures and obstacles and obstacles and obstacles. So I wish maybe 10 years ago that somebody would have told me when you have a vision and you want to do something that kind of something big and something that really disrupts, a society, failure is inevitable. So in a way, this brings me to the second point, which is every failure gets you one step closer to your goals or your dreams or your vision. Now, what happens is if you really want to succeed, famous American motivational speaker Zig Ziglar used to say, if you give a lot of people what they want, they will give you back what you want, right? So which means if you solve problems for a lot of people, they will give you what you want, which might be fulfillment, money, or different type of incentives. But it's all about problem solving. So if you can solve problems for a lot of people, then a lot of people will give you the reward that you want, financial reward, emotional reward, whatever it is. So success is simply going through a series of failures, finding out different ways that something doesn't work until you eventually get to where it does work. So this brings me to the third point, which is consistency. Consistency is very, very important because, without consistency, nothing great happens. And what I mean by consistency is this, when you decide that you want to do something, be it like a business goal or, a fitness goal, and you say that, okay, let's use fitness, for the moment, especially when our sponsor today is like a fitness brand. So when you say that you're going to get in shape and then you set a time period, for 2 years, then you have to decide that for 5 days in a week, I'm going to show up and then I'm going to, do something. So if you've heard about the book called Atomic Habits, so I think it described this strategy in depth. So if you haven't read it or if you haven't heard about it, do check it out. So what it literally means is be consistent, show up every day. You might not necessarily be 100%, productive every time, but if you show up every day and then you get 1% better every day over a period of, let's say a year or 2 years, you will see that when all those little consistent acts of 1% better every day, when it compounds, you see that all of a sudden you wake up one day, you're like, oh my God, I'm here, right? So be consistent, show up every day. There's a saying that don't only show up when you feel like it, because if you should only show up when you feel like it, then, we all probably will be sitting in the sofa and watching Netflix all day. So when you make your plan towards your vision, be consistent to show up when it says on your schedule that 5 days a week, I'm going to show up in the gym and then I'm going to be there for an hour. Show up every day, and over time, you will see that you get the result that you want. Then my fifth is always plan. Always plan, because when you fail to plan, automatically you are planning to fail. Because for myself, I've realized that when I make a plan of my day or of my week or of my month, it is more easy for me to follow on procedure than when I just say, okay, tomorrow when I wake up, I will figure out what to do. Because whenever I say I will figure out what to do when I wake up, I sleep a little longer. I'm more tired in the morning, and then I go to do maybe a workout or something, then you feel tired again. But when I put it on schedule that, okay, tomorrow I will wake up at 5:30 and I will go to the gym at 6 o'clock, and then I will have lunch at this time, and then I will see my friend at this time. When my day becomes structured and organized, I realize that I become more productive. So always plan. Plan your day, plan your weeks, plan your month. At least, even if not 100%, you should plan at least 80%. Then let's go to your environment. In the book Think and Grow Rich, there is this chapter about mastermind. So literally, mastermind is like surrounding yourself with people who are either better than you, so you can learn from them to get to where they are, or people who have the same type of goals or vision, or they want the same result that you want, right? So when you keep yourself around those type of people, the conversation that you hear is towards improvement, towards the similar goal, because you guys have the same goal. You hear like the challenges, and then you hear like how somebody is dealing with the same things that you're dealing with. It makes it more easy for you to know, number one, that you are not alone, and that other people are having same challenges that you have. And then they are also able to give you like some tips and advices and motivation and also encouragement. So the people that you surround yourself with, they are very important. In the book called The Measure of a Man by Sidney Poitier, he said that, when you go for a walk with somebody, two things happen. Either you will start walking fast because they are walking fast, or they will start walking slow because you walk slow. So always pick people who are moving at the pace that you want to move, so they can push you, they can inspire you, they can motivate you, and they can encourage you to, move from your comfort zone to their zone, which is not your comfort zone, and that will force you to grow, and that will force you to be better. So these lessons, I wish I would have learned them a lot earlier, because I've had some opportunities in my life, some that have gone by, but I believe that there is time for everything, and that everything happens for a reason, because some of those experiences also, they are what led me to kind of like do research and seek knowledge. And now I've been able to learn this mostly by the hard way, but also I'm also like privileged to have found the habit of reading, which is very important. Like if I have to choose only 3 habits that I would do for the rest of my life, reading will be number 1, and exercising will be number 2, and journaling will be number 3. Because when I get all these things right, like when you love reading, you can find information about almost anything, like business, life, history, anything. So when my reading is on point, I can almost like do anything I want. And then when my exercise, health is wealth. And at the end of the day, health is the ultimate wealth. This is what I believe. So that's why I always take like an hour out of every day to exercise, whatever type of exercise it may be it like going for walks, going to the gym or whatever. Like I always make sure that I take care of my health, because health is wealth. Then journaling, because I realized also like when I journal, I'm able to think on paper. And when I think on paper, like writing, I realized like initially, I might have like distorted like thinking procedure, or maybe I write faster than I'm thinking, or I'm thinking faster than I'm writing. But over 15 minutes, I become calm, I become relaxed, and then I'm able to, be focused and, reflect and write and stuff like that. So reading, exercising, and journaling, these are my top. And hopefully you have some habit that, they help you to become better and to grow and to develop, because at the end of the day, we want to grow, because if you're not growing and you're not developing, you're dying, right? So I hope these lessons help you. If you have some lessons or some book recommendation or something that you think like I should take a look at, or something that you think I should know that can help me also on my journey, please share them in the comment section, write them below, and I will check them out. So I will also leave in the comment section, I will put the comment about our sponsor for today's podcast, GetFit For Sure. I'll put a link so you can visit their website and see what they are doing, what they're about. And so if anything resonates with you, let us know. Otherwise, subscribe to our channel, like, and share with your friend if this information helps you in any way. See you next time.